Hello everyone and welcome back to ESL Pronunciation and Conversation 65. Today we're going to be working in Chapter 12, which is focused on focus words, ironically enough. Thus far in this section of the textbook, Section 4, we've been focusing on rhythm and the rhythm that is created when we stress content words and de-stress or unstress function words. Remember, content words are going to be nouns, adjectives, verbs, negative auxiliary modals, so can't, don't, won't, etc. Those are content words, and we call those content words because they provide us information, right? But function words, on the other hand, do not provide us information, and those are articles, positive auxiliary modals, articles, I believe I had said, conjunctions, and, but, because, therefore. So those function words do not get stressed, but content words do. Within content words, within a sentence, you have several content words, and only one of those content words we call the focus word, and that's what we're going to look at in this chapter. In this chapter, we will learn what a focus word is. We'll focus or learn on how focus words are pronounced, different from the other content words, and then which words are focus words and why. So again, as we've seen this chapter, there's a basic rhythm in English, this stress, unstress that we have between content words and focus words. We talked about even before word stress, the syllable stress, right? Within a word, which syllable gets stressed? That creates the flow or rhythm in English. We talked about last chapter how certain syllables actually link together. Linking is what we were looking at in chapter 11. How multiple words actually fuse and sound like one in some cases. And that creates rhythm. So one of the other ways that we create rhythm in English are these uses of focus words. In every phrase or sentence, one of the stressed words is stronger than all the others. We call that a focus word. Focus word we consider is the most important word in a phrase or sentence because it provides new or special information. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do warm up. Actually, all of page 95 and 96 we're going to do is warm up exercises. So take a look at exercise 1 on page 95. Compare these two colleges. And in terms of the differences between the two, what words, content words, would you pick that stand out? About 10 more seconds. So you can see one example is provided for you. Linwood Community College is a public college. Walton University is a private college. A 2-year community college compared to a 4-year college. Linwood Community College is in a large city, and Walton University is in a small city. 29,000 students, 20% international, whereas Walton only has 1,000 students, 6% international. And tuition is $6,000 per semester compared to $26,000 per semester at Walton University. Which one of these colleges would you prefer? Probably many of you would choose Linwood because of the price, right? $26,000, that's a lot of money. Maybe the fact that it's more of an international campus environment, that's maybe a plus. Or maybe you like it that it's in a small city and a small campus population. And maybe because it's a four-year college, they have more degree opportunities. But we'll talk about this together when we see one another on Tuesday. But just something to think about, those content words. And you'll hear that we stress those content words, but in a full phrase, there's going to be one word that we consider a focus word. And that's what we're going to look at in exercises 2, 3, and 4 on the next page. So I'm going to play for you CD2 track 48. And I want you to pay attention to the underlined words. Again, those are content words that are underlined there. And do you notice anything different about the underlined words compared to the words that aren't underlined? Let's give it a listen. CD2, track 48.
Chapter 12, Exercise 2, A and B, page 96.
1. Linwood is public. Walton is private. 2. Linwood is a 2-year college, and Walton is a 4-year college.
Linwood is public. Walton is private. Linwood is public. Walton is private. Linwood is a 2-year college, and Walton is a 4-year college. Do you notice anything different about these underlined words? Yeah, they're definitely stressed. We can hear the word stress and the syllable stress because these are content words, right? Public and private are adjectives. 2-year college and 4-year college are both adjectives. Listen again. Linwood is public. Public. Walton is private. Private. Linwood is a 2-year college. 2-year college. And Walton is a 4-year college. 4-year college. So we stress content words because they provide us information. And remember, with nouns, more often than not, we stress the first syllable, right? And in adjectives as well. First syllable in nouns and adjectives usually is the strong syllable. All right, let's listen for exercise 3. I want you to underline the word in each sentence that you think is stressed the most. Underline the word in each sentence that you think is stressed the most, that has a vowel sound that's long, a vowel sound that's a bit louder in pitch than the other vowel sounds of the other words. Let's give CD2 track 49 a listen. Underline the word that you think has the most stress. Here we go.
Exercise 3, A and B, page 96.
1. Linwood is located in a large city. Walton is in a small city. 2. Linwood's tuition is $6,000 a semester. Walton's is $26,000.
Let's listen one more time.
Exercise 3, A and B, page 96.
1. Linwood is located in a large city. Walton is in a small city. 2. Linwood's tuition is $6,000 a semester. Walton's is $26,000.
All right, let's compare your responses. Again, you're underlining the word in each sentence that is stressed the most. Linwood is located in a large city. Linwood is located in a large city. Walton is in a small city. Small is the focus word for that sentence. Usually in English, when we make a comparison like this, if you're giving a presentation in English, or you're talking with someone and you're comparing two things, right, or multiple things, when we make comparisons like this in English, whatever word we consider to be most important, again, we call that the focus word. And boy, in English, we really try to stress the vowel sound, whichever syllable has word stress. We really try to stress that vowel sound. Why? Because we want to make sure that the person gets the information, right? We think it's the most important word, and for that reason, it gets the most word stress. So small, Walton is in a small city. Linwood's tuition is $6,000 a semester. Linwood's tuition is $6,000 a semester. 6. Walton's is $26,000. 26,000. So you can see how these focus words, again, it's the most important word in the sentence, right? Most important word in a sentence because it provides new or special information. And you can see how these sentences are basically the same, right? But the adjectives is what's providing new information or special information. So that's what we're going to look at this chapter. That in English, we have this basic rhythm. That rhythm is achieved when we stress content words and unstress function words. Words themselves having syllable stress, linking words, consonant sounds with vowel sounds, consonant sounds with consonant sounds. We talked about that last chapter. All of these techniques that we've been looking at for the past couple weeks create rhythm. Make it easier for you. Well, I don't want to say easier, but in terms of flow and fluency, makes it easier in that regard to pronounce English, makes it easier for you to understand that written English and spoken English, there are differences, and these are the techniques that we use in spoken English to create rhythm. And really one of the last things that we're going to look at with regard to rhythm are these focus words. And it's really one of the most important concepts because it focuses on that main word, that one word in the sentence that's most important.